For the last 3 years and had a problem. So I blame Jaguar for breaking it when it was for the service. Hello, welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to Too Tall to Drive. My name is Will. I'm at Raptor Customs today, and I thought what would be really interesting is going through some reliability upgrades. So, no secret, my car was with Jaguar for 4 months to get a repair. Turns out that actually I could have got this fixed had I just gone to Raptor Customs, and it probably could have been fixed in less than a week. You can watch that video up there somewhere on one of those sites. But yeah, the JLR brand is known sometimes for being a little bit debatable, especially around the electrics. But I thought it'd be important today to just bring Dudley on and let him go through some of the reliability upgrades you could do if you are a bit nervous about your F-Type, or even your XJs or your XF or something like that. And yeah, we'll go through some of the options. So I'll pass over to Dudley. He'll explain what's going on. Okay, so this is Dudley, for those who haven't seen Dudley before. He's got a YouTube channel as well for Raptor Customs, and he is the director of this workshop and everything that goes on here. But yeah, talking about reliability upgrades, I've kind of said it's not the most reliable car in the world, or not known to be the most reliable car in the world. It's probably a bit harsh. But yeah, there's cars behind us. This obviously has no wheels on, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But they're obviously booked in for different elements. So yeah. Are we going to focus this on an F-Type, or are we talking about all Jaguars in general? Or
should we go all modern supercharged Jaguars?
Let's go with that. Supercharged Jaguars. That works out quite well. Okay, go for it. What are your top kind of reliability upgrades that you would do if you just bought a supercharged Jaguar?
Okay, so first and foremost, I think these cars for some reason are getting kind of a bad name, but from my experience,
it's all me.
It's all you.
It's all me saying that every car that Jaguar make just is a disaster, and you just have to accept that, and that's just part of the ownership. It's character.
Okay.
It's character.
Well, I own 6 Jags.
Okay.
Well, how many Jags the wife thinks I own is a different number, but between you and I only, I own 6. So I quite rate the Jaguars. I think they are quite a reliable car, and the weaknesses they do have, well, we can actually modify them to make them more reliable.
Go on then, give me an insight. If we look at this XF, which is supercharged.
5 litre supercharged, just like you'll find in some F-Types. So
what are we doing reliability wise to this car?
So this one's just received a supercharger overhaul.
Fine. So what does that entail?
So this is something that your main dealer would not do, but we do. We remove the supercharger, strip it down, assess it. We replace any worn components, replace the fluid. We have some other upgrades like an uprated coupler. We can delete the problematic Simposer from the back of it, and we can add a performance pulley if you want a bit more power while you're there.
My mechanical mind feels like you might be speaking Japanese at this point,
okay.
But that makes sense. Out of curiosity though, so if, let's say I just bought a supercharged car,
yep.
And I'm thinking, you know what, I bought it second-hand off someone, I trusted the guy, but I just want to get it double-checked. I can bring it to you and you can have a look at it?
Absolutely. Within 10-15 minutes while you wait, remove the belt to access the front pulley on the supercharger, spin the supercharger over by hand and get a feel for how worn the supercharger is. If at that stage it's obviously worn, then I'd recommend the next stage is we remove it, disassemble it, and actually then visually check it all. While you're there,
yep.
Have you heard of the Y-pipe problem? Plastic Y-pipe.
But I imagine people in the comments are going, yes.
If you're an F-Type owner, you may have heard of the plastic.
This is how much I ignore my car in terms of any mechanical video.
You just expect to get in it and go.
Yeah. Which is, and for the last 3 years, and had a problem. So I blame Jaguar for breaking it when it was for the service. No, I can't say that.
So let me get this straight. You were driving it, and then you pressed the exhaust button, which was the initial thing.
Yep.
And then it didn't sound right.
Didn't sound right.
Did you press the right button, or did you press the button next to it that's self-destruct?
No, I definitely pressed that button with the sunglasses on, and that didn't do anything. So I took it to Jaguar, And they said, yeah, we can repair this, and it's under warranty. So I thought, brilliant. Well, this is great. So they repaired it, picked it up, very happy, drove, and I'm not lying, 2.5 miles away, and it went bang as I went down the slip road of the motorway, which, as we all know, is not a great place to break down because legally you can't reverse, right? But you are so close to thinking, I've literally just joined the slip road and the nearest exit is now like 5 miles down the road. And I took it around the corner eventually because I was like, I don't want to sit on the side of the road. Called Jaguar. Guess what Jaguar said to me as soon as I told them I'd had a problem? Their first words, we shut in 10 minutes. Not much we can do. What? And again, I stayed very PC and very polite and thought, okay, thank you for your time.
Can I just say, without blowing my own trumpet,
go for it.
We had an F-Type booked in for a replacement of the sunroof blind. That's it, nothing else.
Yeah.
On the way here, it broke down and he was stuck on the side of the motorway.
Yeah.
So we went and got him instantly. Is that
Yeah.
not the service you need, really? Is that, we're all human, we need to help each other. There's a man in desperation.
I personally would agree. I would also agree from the sense that it's just customer service. If you're buying a premium car, Jaguar is a premium car, Land Rover, same car, they're all premium cars. Usually would expect a premium service. Mm-hmm. I didn't. We're getting off topic because we've discussed that on end so many times. But yes, fundamentally, if you're picking up a supercharged car and you're looking to get it, I guess, overhauled or checked, you can bring it here. You guys will check it out. You can go, look, we'd recommend this, but you definitely need this. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And there's a price list of what it all is.
That's it, yeah. What's
that price look like? Do you have any idea off the top of your head? Am I looking £4,000-5,000, or am I looking at 1,500 quid?
Well, for me, a sensible way of going about it would be book your car in for a visual inspection. It only takes an hour and we'll give you a full report with videos and pictures so you get a good understanding.
Fine.
From there, we can advise, suggest anything that the car may benefit from. There's no forced sales pitches or anything like that. It's very transparent, you kept in the picture, which is why we've got 5-star reviews online and stuff like this.
Nice.
And then we can come up and tailor something that basically suits the customer's taste and budget to keep them reliable and on the road.
Cool. Obviously, we just spoke about, and we got a little bit off topic there, we spoke about the fact that the superchargers can be overhauled, but there are other parts related to the reliability of a Jaguar. I think one of them is probably the exhaust valve, based on my personal issue, but do you want to highlight the other ones and what else you can have a look at in terms of reliability and what you can do to upgrade and make sure that the car is sustainable for X amount of miles for the future?
There's a bunch of other things you can do. So the cooling systems are probably one of the main focuses here. So there's some plastic pipes on the car. You may have heard of the common Y pipe that splits inside the engine and leaks coolant everywhere. We do a metal upgrade for many of these plastic pipes. Also things like water pump and the pipes that come off that. We do a updated pipe kit that Jaguar updated themselves, so even they realised that original one was a bit rubbish. On top of that, it's particularly good if you're tuning your car or if you're in hotter climates. We do uprated supercharger cooler radiators as well. So there's a bunch of cooling system upgrades that you can do to give yourself good reliability. On top of that, there's things like servicing the all-wheel drive system, such as the gearbox, the front and rear differentials, and the transfer box. You've got less to do on a two-wheel drive car, more to do on an all-wheel drive car, so that may be something to consider if you're looking at buying an F-Type, whether it's two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. We do other upgrades as well with reference to reliability. So even a general service, we can install you a magnetic sump plug, which is going to help the health of the internals of your engine. And things like the air filters, they can be upgraded for lifetime washable air filters as well.
Is there anything that you can do? Because I think a lot of people talk about this, and you may have already touched on it with the wire pipe maybe, but a lot of people talk about the air vents on an F-Type and how when you're cleaning or pressure washing your car, water gets in through that air vents, and that can cause issues.
So that goes back to a video you did a few weeks ago with your injectors that we did here.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, the engines are somewhat splash proof. Okay. They shouldn't be submerged, but a little bit of water is okay. But here's the thing: it will corrode places where the water gets to. So it doesn't tend to damage the electronics, because like I say, they are splash proof. But say for example, one day you need a new injector, well, good luck trying to extract that thing, because it's probably now corroded in there.
Fine. Okay, so so my injector issue that I had previously, a lot of that could have come from the fact that eventually over time that has corroded, and that's how that's happened.
I wouldn't say it's the cause of failure, but it is the cause of not being able to extract it. Hence the additional labour cost that Jaguar quoted you. Yeah,
well, if you're interested in that video is on one of these corners. I can never remember which one it ends up on because of the camera, but yeah, it's up there. I'll put it up there. Okay, cool. So there's quite a few bits that you can do. So basically, I'm not saying that you could buy anything anywhere and not think about it at all, but you could fundamentally buy an F-Type from a fairly reputable source and have an extra sense of peace of mind by bringing it here straight away and getting some of those things, reliability checked from yourselves, and kind of what you need, which does give me reassurance as well. I mean, I look at cars on Auto Trader constantly, mostly for the F-Type these days, even SVRs or whatever. Should people deter from buying a high mileage F-Type if it's well looked after?
I don't think so, but I think if you're somewhere between sort of 50 and 100,000 miles and it hasn't received any supercharger maintenance or any cooling system upgrades or gearbox servicing, expect to do that, because it is time to do it.
Ace. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for this video. Hopefully that's given you a lot of information on the reliability and kind of how the F-Type kind of all works, what you can do. And actually, I'll talk about the F-Type, but actually that's any Jaguar that's supercharged as well. I mean, fundamentally, I guess here, any Jaguar actually, we talk about supercharged, we talk about, are you interested in a 3-litre V6 diesel? Will you still look after the Range Rover bog standard?
Yeah, we do. We do full vehicle customisation and specialise in Jaguars and Land Rovers, but we also offer you normal maintenance and repair as well.
Ace. Okay, so I'll put all the details for Raptor Customs below. Check them out. Give Dudley a call if you've got any questions. And yeah, I'll catch up with everyone in the next video, whatever that looks like. But it will come out every Saturday at around 9:30. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye.